And we are live. Good evening, everybody. Thank you very much for joining us. Chris is with me, Rob,
Hello.
and Bill. And we're going to be going back to the early 1900s and we're going to be making some cars. So this is a tutorial and playthrough of Kraftwagen, Age of Engineering. This is an updated version, call it a second edition if you want to, of an older game from 9 years ago, designed by Matthias Kramer, called Kraftwagen. So Age of Engineering, published by Arcane Wonders, who have sponsored this stream, which means you're not going to get any opinions from us on this video. We're here just to show you how the game plays and to help you make a decision if it's the kind of game that you want to play, or if you've already got the game or you want to order it anyway, help you learn how to play. A couple of caveats before we start. First of all, I do have a couple of outstanding questions about some of the things in the rulebook, which I haven't managed to get 100% correct answers on yet. So we're going to do the game with the rules as I understand them. Apologies in advance if when they release some FAQ for the game, that something we do here tonight is different, but I will add some descriptions into the video. So if there is something we do tonight that I find later on has changed or is different from what I've got, then I will publish some notes in the description of this video. Okay, so introduction. The North American automobile industry developed later than in Europe, but innovations in the mass production of vehicles and the immense internal market made the American automobile industry the largest and most powerful in the world. I don't know if it still is. I don't know. Might be.
I'll check see what the situation is now.
Yes, it might change.
Japan, I imagine.
So we are going to be pushing the development of new engines and car bodies with which to launch the best possible range of vehicles on the market. We are also demonstrating the power of our engines in the early Grand Prix races, originally known as the American Grand Prix. You didn't know that? So we are going to be playing the game over 3 rounds, and we are trying to gain reputation. Reputation is tracked around the outside of the board. We are playing with one of the variants, which is actually in the back of the rulebook, which is some of the points will be hidden during the game. And that is basically these tiles here. So we've got these tiles that kind of look like money, but they're reputation. And these tiles, with the hidden variant, whenever you gain one of these tiles, you keep it face down. If you're not playing with that variant, you discard it, and then you actually score the reputation. I just personally find it's easier just to take the tile and keep it. And yeah, that's the variant we're going to be using today. So we are going to be playing over 3 rounds, and it will be the player with the most reputation at the end of the game that wins. And you gain reputation during the game, but you can also score it. Well, for us, with the hidden variant, we're going to score a lot at the end of the game because we're going to reveal all of these tiles. Each round follows the same sequence. We do preparation, where we're going to set up the board, and we've pretty much done that for round 1. I just need to put those on, and we'll explain that more in a bit of detail. Then we have the action phase. Now, the action phase is where we're going to be using this central mechanism here. I think it's this button. Let me just check. Yeah, it's this button here. So this is the core part of the game. Here we have an action wheel where we're going to be taking turns around here. I'll explain that more later on. But the action phase keeps going and going and going until either this top hat reaches the bottom, or there are 6 cars in the market. As soon as there are 6 cars in the market, or this top hat reaches the bottom, that player finishes their turn, and then we go to the scoring phase. Now, in the scoring phase, 2 things are going to happen. The first one is players are going to get points based on who won the Grand Prix for that particular round. And the more laps you've done, the more points you're going to get. We'll explain that more in detail later on, but going around here is one of the things that you can do in the game. You don't have to, but it can be worth a lot of points if you do. And then the next bit is this part here. Now, we're going to explain this in a lot of detail when we get to this part of the game. This is the tricky part of the game, and once you understand how this works, and you will probably need at least 1 learning game to understand how it works, but it's very, very clever in the way that it works. Essentially, when you build a car, you decide what price you want that car to be. And then over the course of the round, there are 4 different types of buyers. Only 4 buyers will be there. So we could have 2 of those and 1 of those and 1 of those, for example. And the players will have some influence and choice over which buyers there are. And each buyer has a preference. So this one will want the car with the best looking body. One of them will want the car with the best engine. One of them will want the one that's the most prestigious, and one of them will just want the cheapest car. But essentially, a combination of the things that you put on the car, the body, the engine, how many workers you use as salesmen, and the price of the car will determine whether it gets sold. So potentially there could be 6 cars in the market and there's only 4 buyers. And if you build a car and nobody buys it, it's gone. Times move on. Nobody wants to buy the old cars anymore. So you've really got to price that right. And that is the clever part of the game. And as I say, we'll explain that in a lot more detail later on. That's it. Yeah. We do that. So you prepare, then you do the actions, then we do the scoring, and we repeat that 3 times. So let's go through the setup and what we've done. First of all, if we look at the action wheel, what we have is we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 tiles that all have 1 action on them. Now, it might look that this has got 3 actions. It's actually 3 different options, but you only get to do 1 action. So these are all 1 action tiles. You randomly lay those out. You can start anywhere, but you randomly lay those out. Then these tiles, you see the plus symbol? That means those have got 2 actions. They go next, again, randomized. And then finally, at the front of the chain, you have the one with 3 different actions on it. Then what you do is you randomly place the player tokens here, and that is going to determine the order of play. So the way that this works is whoever is at the back of the chain will take the next turn. So if I was to take my turn and I was to go here, for example, I would perform that action, and then I will move that token to the back, and I will go there. And that means I'm not going to get another turn for a while, unless the other players jump ahead of me. Now, you may have seen that mechanism in other games before. Matthias Kramer has used it in a few of his games. But that's the setup for that. Also, in the top right of the board, we have engineers, investors, and instant benefit tiles. You choose 6 of each. The game comes with more of them, but you choose 6 of each and put them face down on the spaces. And then at the start of each of the 3 rounds, you clear what's there, and then you add 2 more. We'll go into those more later on as well. Down in this part of the board, we have a number 2 reputation marker or points value on there, a 1 on there, a 1 on there, and a 1 on there. At the start of round 2, we're going to add more tokens to here. And if there's still a token there, it gets added to it. But you add a token here at the start of each round. And then finally, I think over here, we have these. These are brown price markers. These are the ones for round 1. When we go to round 2, we get rid of these and we get the green ones. And round 3 is the yellow ones. On everybody's player board, so everybody starts with a race car with a 1 engine pre-printed on it. Everybody starts the game with 4 of their workers in their break room or the staff room, whatever. The rest of them just go off to one side. And over the course of the game, you are going to be developing your technology for building car bodies, which starts off at 1, and engines, which starts off at 1. So these are going to move up over the course of the game. And you have 3 workshops. Each workshop can contain either a car body or an engine. And to build a car, you've probably worked this out already, you need a car body and an engine. So car body in here, engine in here. And at the end of your turn, you put them both together and you add it to the market. I think that's it for the setup, other than all of the cars start off here in the pit lane and everybody's Grand Prix marker or lap marker starts on the 0. And every time you do a lap around the circuit, you're going to move that marker down 1 space. Now, this does reset at the end of the round. So if you've done loads and loads of laps, great, you'll get loads of points for that round, but then it does reset, the race is over. Achievement tiles. Let's just talk very quickly about the achievement tiles. The game has a whole bunch of achievement tiles. These are the same in every game, but you just lay them out in the middle of the action wheel. The order doesn't matter, but I've kind of grouped them together to make more sense. I won't go into all of these. They're all explained in the rulebook. The first player to do the thing that's printed on it will claim that achievement tile. Now, I think the rules say that you're supposed to score these points immediately. So in the game we played earlier on today, we weren't scoring. We did them at the end of the game, but I think the rulebook says we're supposed to score them immediately. So we will do that. Brian says Glenmore-ish. Yes, Glenmore uses a very similar mechanism to this. So the last thing we need to do for setup is everybody gets a starting tile. There are 4 starting tiles included in the game, and these are taken in reverse player order, which is orange first. So even though orange looks like it's at the front of the queue, it's always the player at the back of the queue who takes the next turn. So orange, which is Rob, which of these tiles would you
this one? So this lets me do 2 things. Firstly, it lets me move the engine development track up by 1. So that means move the engine development up to level 2.
Yep.
And I get a level 2 engine, but it must go in my race car.
So your race car is better. Right. And those tiles are then gone. Right. Purple. And apologies, but I'm not playing purple. So this it's going to confuse me, it's going to confuse Chris, and it might confuse everybody watching at home.
Which is, of course, why Paul wore the purple jumper when he's not playing.
Chris
wore the blue jumper when he's playing purple and not blue.
Yeah.
Again, this is deliberately just to confuse the audience.
I'm going to go with this one, I think.
So
It gets me-
straight away you advance 2 spaces.
Yeah.
He's jumped the start
And get a level 2 car.
and get a level 2 car.
Very nice.
Goes in one of your workshops.
There you go.
That gone?
Right, now that one there, Paul, that's
So I think
the level 2
is
engine,
that is the old icon. I think that is now you get one of these.
which gives you the boost up on both.
They've
things,
changed some of
isn't
the components for this, but I think that's the old
it?
icon.
Yeah, well, I think I might go for that one actually, and
Okay.
I will compete with Rob on the
So you get one of these
one of
engineering
those, and I
tokens.
get a 2 engine in my
So
race
you've got
car.
Your choice.
So you can put it in your race car, or you can put it in your workshop.
No,
your one is either.
I will put it. I will put it.
And I'm increasing my car body development, and I gain an extra worker.
Yeah.
There you go. Right, that is the setup done. And we've done the preparation. So now we are playing. And me at the back, I am going to take the first turn. So just an explanation, a bit more about how this works. This is not a prototype. This is a finished version of the game. I'm going to choose any of these actions. And I literally can choose any of these actions. Then what I will do is I will do that action. And then I will move it to the back. And then it will be yellow's turn because yellow is then at the back. So let's say, for example, yellow then does this, does the action, move it to the back. Then let's say purple does this, moves it to the back. What we've now got is we've got the situation where orange could actually take that action because they are at the back of the queue, and then they're still at the back of the queue, so they will take the next action. So the turns do not follow the normal sequence of play. Have I got this the right way around? It was that, wasn't it? Yeah, it was that.
Yeah.
It's whoever is at the back of the queue that takes the first action, that takes the next action in the game. And surprise, surprise, I am actually going to choose this tile here because this tile I think is quite powerful, and this is one of the. It's not confusing, but this is the one with the most options. So this tile here has 3 options. You can either recruit from one of these tiles over here, or you can take 2 workers, or you can move your car 3 spaces on the lap. Whereas this, for example, is only take 1 worker. So obviously, if this tile comes before that one, this is the better one to do. But I'm going to recruit. That recruit symbol is only on this tile. You don't see it anywhere else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recruit, which means I can take any of these 6 here. And we won't explain all of them right now. We'll explain them as we take them. But I'm going to take, I think, Alexander Winton. So all of the engineers, every time you take an engineer, it comes with one of these engineering tokens. This is a 1-use token, and we'll explain what it's for when we use it. But also this particular engineer, each of them has a different special ability. And my special ability is that I get these 2 tokens. And that means when I build a car and I put it into the market, I may choose to add one of these tokens to it, and it makes the engine better than it's actually printed on it. And you'll see why that's important later on. It's essentially for this one who wants to buy the one with the best engine. That's it. That is my go done. I went there, I did the action, and I moved the tile to the end. So, Bill, choose an action and I'll explain what it does.
I'm going to go here for
Okay.
the technology advance.
So that
action.
is a research action. With that action, Bill can increase either his car body development track or his engine track. Or,
I can, which is
and
exactly
you're going to do
what I-
it,
which is
if you
exactly
have
what I'm
one
going
of
to
these
do,
light bulb
yeah.
tokens, he can spend it to move up both tracks. Now, the rules about the tracks are that there can never be more than a 2 difference. I pressed the wrong button, haven't I? I have pressed the wrong button. Apologies for that. There can never be more than a 2 difference between the tracks. So right now, I have a car body of 2 and an engine of 1. I could increase my car body to 3, but then I can't increase it to 4 unless I increase my engine first. So you've got to keep these within 2 of each other. But what Bill's done is he spent his light bulb. That's gone. But he did move up both tracks at once. And that's the research action. And now it's purple.
I think I'm just going to.
Are you going to give Rob the double action?
There.
Yeah, he's not.
Take an engine.
So taking an engine is really easy. You look at your current engine development level, which for Chris is 1, and you take an engine of exactly that value. There is a limited supply, and in the first game we played of this yesterday, we ran out of the 2s. Everybody was on 2, and everybody was building 2s, and we ran out. And you're not allowed to build one of a lower value. Your engineers refuse. They go, nope, we can build level 2 engines, so we're going to build level 2 engines. That's it. That's that action done. And now, Rob.
Yep, I know.
Oh no, Chris. So at the end of your turn, once you have taken your action, that is mandatory. You have to do that. At the end of your turn, you may optionally build a car and put it into the market. To do that, you need to have a car body and you need to have an engine, which Chris has.
Yeah.
So you could, if you wanted to, build a car and put it in the market. Do you want to?
Yeah, let's just go for it.
He's going to go for it.
Why not?
Okay, so when you put a car into the market, you put a car body, you put an engine, and then you assign one or more of your workers, which effectively act as salesmen, onto there. And you'll see why it can be important to assign more than one. And then what you do is you choose a price. So this is the tricky part of the game, as I've mentioned. And what Chris is now doing is, well, since we haven't got any buyers yet, we don't know what the buyer wants. But you've got a car with a body value of 2, 1 engine, 1 salesman. So
Let's go down the middle.
it's going to go for a 6.
Yeah.
So if that car sells, Chris is going to get 6 points. That's how it works. But whether it sells, we will find out.
see.
So that's the thing, that isn't an action. That's something that you do at the end of your turn. Rob.
Yes, I'm going to jump here.
Okay, that action is very simple. It's hire a worker. So you just take a worker from the supply, which is off camera, and you put it into your staff room.
Done.
And then it's Chris again, because he's at the back of the queue.
Right. I think I'm going to jump the body 'cause ones I haven't got aren't very good, and just go here. But I'm going to put one of my workers.
Yeah, so this is the Grand Prix action. So what Chris is going to do is he's going to move his car around the racetrack a number of spaces equal to, and I'll press the right button this time, equal to the engine value of his race car. And everybody starts off with an engine race car of value 1, but at any time in the game, you can assign your workers as race teams. Now, this assignment is permanent. Once you've done that, you've lost those workers for the rest of the game. If you assign one worker, it slots in there, that's it. You have one race team, and you get +1 to all of your movement. So my car would move 2. The next race team requires 2 workers. So I would have to assign 2 workers for that race team. That is a second race team. So my car would now move 3. And then if I had 3 workers, I could put them in here, which is the maximum you can have 3 race teams. It means every time you move an extra 3 spaces. But those workers that you place in there, they are gone. They are locked there for the rest of the game. So you've put 1 in there.
I have, yeah.
So your car moves 2 spaces. Now, whenever you move along the track, because of slipstreaming, you skip spaces occupied by other players. So once the race really gets going and other players are on the track, you can be, zooming around quite a lot. You're all done?
Yep.
It's my go. Oh yeah, I guess to back. Well, I do need a car body, and my car body technology is 2. So, do I want that? I think I do. It's either that, or do I skip it and go here for the double action? No, I'm going to go here. I'm just going to go here, and I'm going to take this. And my car body technology is 2, so I'm going to have the Scripps Booth Model D from 1918. Look at that. What a fine car.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to go here.
Yeah, so we're now into the double actions. Now, when it's got 2 actions, you've got to do both of them, but you can choose the order, and you've got to finish one before you do the other one. Now, this one is fairly simple, because one of the actions is hire a worker.
Another one is I'm building the Oldsmobile 1903.
Oh, the classic.
The classic.
It's classic open frontage, no windscreen, and a rubber.
Right. Bill. So one thing we can say about this game, even though we're not giving opinions on the game, is that the turns are fairly quick. A lot of the actions are fairly simple. You go there, you do it, that's it, it's done.
It's the deciding
It's
of
the
the action,
deciding,
isn't
yes.
it? And this is a tricky one. Can I? I don't think I can. No, I will go.
Because you might,
I will go for that
sometimes
one.
you might zoom ahead to here because you really want it.
Or
Or
the
this
triple
one is
action.
very good.
But I
You're
think
not going to do that.
I'm not going to do that. I was tempted, but
But
I'm going to
once the
go.
double actions are within reach,
Yeah.
I'm starting
So I
it.
will go for the worker,
hire a worker and
and
get
I'll
an
go
engine.
level 2 engine.
One level
Thank
2.
you
Now,
very
whenever
much.
you take an engine, if it is a higher level than your race car, you may slot it into your race car. Bill's already got a level 2 engine in his race car, so he didn't do that. He's just put it in his workshop. Right. It's me, Mel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know whether I want to be putting a buyer in right now. And I just realised that was in the wrong position. It should have been 5 and then 6. So,
Yeah, this is like the chicane.
because this is good, but this is better, and then this is also really good.
Yeah. And you've already got one of the tiles.
And
as
I've
well.
already got one engineer. Do I take a second engineer? I tell you what, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it. I'm going to go here,
Oh, he's determined.
and I am going to recruit, and I'm going to recruit the other engineer.
Yeah, very good.
Hiss and boo.
So this
After
engineer
that one,
means that I get a super special meeple, which is
Swiss
what did
Tony.
we call him?
Swiss Tony.
Swiss Tony.
Yeah.
Big Frank.
He's not called Tony, and he's not from Switzerland, but we call him Swiss Tony. Now, every player has one of these, but as soon as one player hires the engineer Andrew L. Riker, everybody else removes theirs from the game because there can only be one. This is like the Employee of the Month super salesman. When I use this as a worker on a car, it counts as 3, and you'll see why that is important later on. And that's it. Whether it was worth it or not, I don't know. We will see.
Given how fast it moves with 4 players, that's not that big a jump ahead. So
No.
That's interesting. The 4-player dynamic is slightly different, isn't
Yeah,
it?
definitely.
I think now then I might as well just go here
for the triple.
to go.
Okay, so this is a triple one. So it's 3 things. It is do research, which we've explained. So you just move up on one of the tracks.
Let's go up on the engine.
It is do a bit of the Grand Prix stuff.
Yep.
2 movement.
2. Yep.
You know you're the only person in this race at the moment.
Yeah. Yeah.
Now the third one, this is where it gets interesting. This is where we are going to add. I'm going to press a button here and hope it's the right one. No, it's not. It's this one. There we go. Right, these are the buyers. So this action here is to attract one of the buyers. So when you attract a buyer, you choose whether you want the buyer that wants car body or has a preference for car bodies, the buyer that has a preference for the best engines, the car with the most salesmen on it, effectively it's this prestigious one, and also the one that goes for the cheapest. So which one of those buyers do you want to attract?
I think the engine body
Okay.
one.
So what happens is that goes there. Now, if there was...
the body.
Oh,
not
the body
engine
one.
body.
Yeah, okay. If there was
Spoke.
one of these there, then that player gets it straight away. So Chris is going to get this. There you go. We're going to keep those secret till the end because we're playing with the hidden variant. But when we get to the end of the round, the buyers will buy a car in order. So right now, the first thing that will happen when we get to the end of this round scoring phase is this buyer is going to go for the car with the best body. It doesn't matter what engine it is. It doesn't matter how many workers are on it at all. It will just go for the one with the best body, which at the moment is this one because it's a 2. If there were multiple cars with the same, it will buy the cheapest one. So in other words, right now, Chris is thinking, well, this is fine because this buyer is going to buy this car. But if somebody else comes along and puts a body 2 car in there at 5, then this buyer is actually going to buy that one instead of that one. Or if they go in here with a car body of 3 or higher, they're going to prefer that one irrespective of the price. And that's the trick with the game, is that they will go for their preference. The price is only a tiebreaker. So you've done that.
Yep.
And that's it. It's now Rob.
Yes, I'm going to do one jump to here.
So we're doing a Grand Prix, and your movement is
I'm going to add a couple of guys on there. So that movement of 4.
4. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And which buyer are you going to
The
attract?
cheapy.
Cheapy one,
Cheapy.
which means you get that.
Lovely.
Now the cheap one will buy the cheapest car, but you get double what it's worth. So if this buyer here would buy this car, you would get that 6, and we're going to also score 6 points.
Yep.
But it's very rare that these type of buyers buy cars of that
Buy
value.
that,
Normally
yeah.
they buy
Yeah.
the super
Yeah.
cheap ones.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right, yellow is at the back.
Right, so I'm going to do that one.
You're
because
not
it's
gonna,
quite
not
nice.
going to give Rob the double action.
It's quite nice.
It is.
So a builder, a worker,
Hire a worker.
and I will increase my research in body.
Okay. Yeah. Rob?
Okay. I'm going to jump to here. No, I'm going to jump to here.
Oh,
Yeah.
And I'm going to
That's a
increase
shame.
my engine up to 3.
Engines at 3. And then it's Bill again. Yeah, see, me moving forward means that I've effectively skipped 2 turns. I've lost 2 turns by jumping ahead. But I do have 2 light bulbs.
Yeah, that's a very strong ability there, so particularly with Big Frank.
Swiss Tony. The Swiss Tony's weekend.
Is that what he's calling himself now after
Yeah.
the whole tax thing?
The tax thing.
No, it's not just about working what action you want next, it's what action afterwards you're likely to get.
Because we're
as well,
now down
isn't
to
it?
the ones again. So
Yeah.
these are now
Yeah.
less attractive than
Yeah.
these.
So I'm
Taking a jump.
Yeah. But I think I do want a body. So sacrificing the ones, I think there's an argument for going here for a 2 action because so that's what I'm going to do.
Okay. So it's hire a worker
Hire
and
a
build a car
worker
body.
and build a car body.
Now, we have our first achievement,
So
I
can I
believe.
have which is
3.
a 3. Yeah.
Okay, so one of the achievements is this one. This goes to the player who first builds a car body of value 3. And we're going to score those points immediately. So
Cheers.
congratulations, Bill. You are
Thank
winning.
you. So we just bin those.
No,
or-
you keep them.
There are things
You put them on a
that
plaque on your wall in the
sit
office.
and face down. So you remember.
No, keep them face up. It's fine. As long as we've
And then-
remembered we've scored them.
Okay.
and then I'll put it in the market with my level 2
So
engine.
it's a body. It's a car with a body value, a body of 3. So it means this one's going to buy this one instead. What price is that one going to be? Because if
How likely
and I'll
are
let people
you
know
all-
a little bit of the strategy here. If Bill thinks that nobody is going to be able to put a car with a body of 3 or higher, he can put the 10 on it and he's guaranteed to sell it. But if he thinks somebody's going to put another car of body 3, then putting the 10 on it is dangerous, because then if somebody else comes along with a 9, they're going to buy that one instead.
Well, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to hedge my bets. I'm going to put it on the market for
For
5.
5. Okay.
Because I may get the body,
Interesting.
or if I don't get the body, I may get the
You
cheapest.
may get the cheapest one.
Yeah.
Do it for twice. Yeah.
So I don't know.
You
That
are
might be-
getting that at the moment.
I am getting that at the moment, but I'm aware of what you lot are like.
So not Paul.
No, it's me. Do I just put those 2 in and go around a bit more? Yeah, I'm gonna go there.
He's off.
Yeah,
So you're moving.
I'm gonna put these 2 guys in.
So you're
here.
moving 3.
I'm gonna move 3.
Not quite finished a lap.
1, 2, 3. He's definitely coming first.
Okay. Right, and then it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I do need an engine. I don't think I want to skip. Okay, I think I'm going to do it because I don't want to go too far ahead. So I am going to go here, and I'm just going to build an engine of 1. I only make rubbish engines. Now, do I want to put this car in the market? The answer is yes.
We have no alternative.
No, I don't have to. It's optional,
There
No,
you
you-
can leave it in
okay.
there.
Yeah.
but I will. And I'm going to put...
Swiss Tony.
Well, the problem is if I use him and then it's gone, it's only useful if that comes in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the question is, where have I got? I've got you. You're going to go next.
Yep.
And then I'm going to go.
Yep.
So
Whatever
I can
happens,
guarantee that that goes in there.
Yep.
Now, if I do that, you got loads of workers. Yeah, you're going to do what I did to you in the game that we played earlier on.
Well,
That's the game.
potentially.
That is the game. I think we're going to do it. So it's not a great car. It's got a terrible engine, But Swiss Tony says, buy me. And I'm going to go in, and I'm not going to be too greedy. I'm going to go with a 9.
That's quite greedy.
Could have been greedier.
Swiss Tony, he needs his cut, otherwise...
Swiss Tony's got his mate.
Swiss Tony's giving me a deal. Only $9,000.
And I could put one of these engine markers on it, but since there isn't a buyer that wants to buy a good engine, that's fine. We're good with that.
Okay.
He says.
I think I'll just quickly snag a extra worker.
Yeah. Right, and then it is back to me again. So, oh, I've just noticed that one's out. The horrible tile's out.
Yeah. Your friendly tile.
Remind me again which
It
one?
swaps one of these buyers with one from here.
Yeah, yeah,
Which
Oh
means
well,
your
that
entire
could
plan can get-
absolutely
yeah,
mess
yeah.
everything up.
yeah.
So do I take it just so
Stop
that
someone
somebody
else doing
else
it.
doesn't
Yeah,
take
yeah.
it? Because it could absolutely mess me over. And I think I have to. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to recruit. So the purple tiles are instant benefit tiles. When you recruit them, you immediately perform what's printed on the tile and then the tile is gone. And this one, as we've just said, is to swap one of these buyers for one of these buyers. So this buyer has had a change of heart. She's going to go home and instead this one's going to come out. And I get that. And that's that tile done.
So right now we're looking at the most prestigious, followed by the cheapest.
Yes. So at the moment, this one's going to sell first because it's got effectively four people on it. And then this one's going to sell. But remember, this one pays double. So at the moment, if nothing changes, which it will, that will sell for 9 and then that will sell for 10.
Okay. So I'm going to jump to here.
So it's hire a worker
Hire a worker.
and build
Build
a
a level
level
three.
3 engine.
So my Oldsmobile 1903 with the
Very
most
nice.
powerful engine on the market.
Yeah.
In the world.
Yep, in the world right now.
So you
Yeah.
could have put that 3 into your race car if you
Yeah,
wanted to.
But I
but
don't, I'm trying
you're
to
not
get a
going
car
to.
in the market. So that goes out.
Yeah.
Actually, we don't have to do it immediately, you said.
You don't have to
I'm
do
going
it
to hold off for
immediately.
now.
It is optional.
I'll do it. I'll hold off for a moment.
Okay.
And that's into me.
But we know what he's planning.
Yeah, supercharged 1903 Oldsmobile.
Who's next?
The
Do you want a free car body?
yeah, but it's rubbish and
Oh, it's a free action.
yeah, I
There's
guess.
no reason
And
not
you
to
can
take
always
it.
bin it later.
So he goes there,
That's true.
gets a free car body.
Take that.
Yeah.
Winter motor carriage from
That is
1899.
quite impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's more like a pram.
And then it's your go again.
Right, then I guess might
The
as well
triple
go
action is
into
available.
Triple action.
Look at that.
Triple threat.
So,
So, Grand Prix,
yep,
you're moving 3.
3,
So, 1, 2, 3. You have completed a lap, so we move that marker down to there.
which means I'll get that as well. I
And you're the
think,
first
isn't it?
player to complete a lap.
Yep.
Gets this. So, you score 3 points.
Ooh.
1, 2, 3.
So it's a Grand Prix. I'm going to take my body up by 1 as well.
And?
Right, okay.
Well, do you want that one back?
Yeah, I guess so.
There you go. It didn't hurt too
It's
much. though.
probably more the most likely that my car will sell.
Go there. So I'll take a worker
Research and hire a worker.
and I will put my engine up to. Ooh,
Ooh.
ooh. Yeah, I'll put the engine up.
Engine up to 3. On.
That's it.
Yep. So I will jump to here.
So your car is going 4, I
Yep.
believe.
That's right. And I now pick. I have a couple of options,
Yeah. And this will be our last buyer for the round because there's only 4 of them.
and we can't do the switch out again.
And the switchy outie is gone.
Currently stand is that. And there's only space for 2 more cars to go in.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to
Got
take.
this one, hasn't it?
No, I'm going to take the second buy for free because that gets me.
This one?
Yeah, or to the one that buys the cheapest.
Okay, so the first player to put a buyer in the market in this area, the active buyers area, that matches one of the other ones, that's an achievement. So Rob scores 3 points.
Then I'm going to pop these 2 down.
Yeah.
I'm going to pop it down at 3.
Okay. Interesting. And you pop a little worker on as a salesman.
Yep.
Right, now, the buyers are now full. If anybody now resolves the action of attracting a buyer, instead of adding a new buyer, this moves down one. And as soon as this reaches the bottom, that's it. The round is over, and we then do the scoring. So remember, it can either end either from 6 cars or this reaching the bottom. And these actions are not optional. So once you've chosen to go to a space, you have to do it if you can. The only time you can't do it is when you research and you're already at the max, or when you would hire a worker and you've already got all of your workers. Right, it's me. So the end is coming close. I'm still doing
far
that.
away.
I can't trigger the end of the game myself. Sorry, not at the end of the game, the end of the round. So, and I am a bit behind on research. So I think I'm just going to take the research one. And I'm going to increase my body to 3. Purple.
Don't really want to take another rubbish body. Some workers would be good. Do I just keep? Am I going to get around to the lap if I go? It's going to be the
If
question.
you go too far ahead, you might not get another turn this round.
Yeah, that's the. Well, it'd be going there, not.
Oh, you mean
go
lap
to
of
the,
that
the lap
rather
of
than
the,
this?
yeah.
Right, okay.
It's the-
Gonna move quite far. 2 of us have not even left the pit lane yet.
yeah. Let's just go there then.
Okay.
So get a worker.
Get a worker and build another car body of.
Or-
It's 2 now.
Oh, it's 2, isn't it?
You've increased it.
I have. Thank you. Ford Touring T class this time. And my worker,
Okay.
Okay,
Rob.
I'm going to jump to here,
Okay. Are you recruiting?
and I'm going to recruit William C.
Okay. So we
Yeah,
need to explain
very nice.
investors. Investors, I believe, are new for this edition of the game and were not in the previous game. But whenever you recruit an investor, it comes with one of these little tokens. This is a mass production token. Now that stays on the tile, and at some point, either right now or on one of Rob's future turns, he can add that token to one of his cars. And what that means is that there are 2 of those cars in the market instead of 1. And the first time it sells, you remove the token but leave the car there. And then the second time it sells, the car then disappears. But whenever you place that token, the investor joins this area here. And then what happens is, after all of the buyers have bought a car, the investors, starting from the top to bottom, also buy a car. And if you just pass me that investor. So this investor is actually really simple. This is just going to buy the cheapest car. But some of the other investors have additional requirements, like they will buy the cheapest car from a player who has completed 1 lap that round. That one is just, it will buy the cheapest car. But that means if the investor is here, 5 cars will be sold that round. Okay, yes, Matt is pointing out that I could have used my light bulbs for research, but
there's a
reason why I'm saving them. There is an achievement for having 3 light bulbs at the same time. There is an outstanding rules query regarding this tile, because what it says in the rule book is slightly different from what's on the tile. So we're playing it today that you have to have 3 light bulbs, and if I'm told otherwise, I will add some text into the video. So I don't want to spend them. I want to save up until I've got 3, which is quite tricky to do.
Right, I'm going to get an engine.
And it is a 3 engine.
Go, cheers, Rob. There we are. That's me done.
Okay, so choices. If I go here, you're going to get a double action, but you moving any further ahead is not actually going to help you,
No.
because you're winning the race.
Might get him another point.
It
for
wouldn't
that,
get
maybe.
him an extra lap.
To go
3
quite far
movement
now,
wouldn't get him an extra lap. But if I do it, then at least I've left the pit lane,
Yeah.
and at least I'm coming third.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I've got to do it, and I'm going to poodle out with my 1 movement. Now I could put a worker in, so I've actually got 2 movement. And remember, you skip spaces occupied by other people. So see ya. The fact that I'm a lap down, we won't mention that. I'm gonna zoom past him. That's it. That's my go.
There's no point me going there just to get a worker when I can go to the next one and get a worker and an engine. So let's go there. Look at another worker
And
and
a
a
two engine.
engine. And
Are you going to build another car?
I am.
So the first player to put 2 cars into the market on the same round gets this achievement, which is 3 points.
So
it's a 1 body.
yeah,
You could have put a 2 body in,
I could,
but
but I don't think it's going to make.
okay, yeah, it doesn't matter because you're probably going to appeal to
Yeah.
one of these 2.
That's the idea.
So what price?
Well, I suppose I have to go for the 1 because if I go with the 2, so
Somebody else will go for the
If
one.
you go for the 1, it's worth so little.
Yeah,
But it's in.
true, but it's points.
Right. So I don't want that, but do I want Bill to have that? Is that any good for me? Not really. Because if I'm currently 3rd in the race, so the only thing I can think of is Bill could take that and he could assign all of his workers as pit crew and then he'd overtake me and I wouldn't get any points. So that is a possibility. I can't put a buyer in, so it would move that marker down, which doesn't benefit me. It is research. Or I could just go here. It's tricky at this point. No, I think I'm going to go there. So I am going to move 2. 1, 2. I'm going to do some research. Now I can't increase my body anymore because my body's at 3, my engine's at 1. So I put my engine at 2. And because I can't attract the buyer, I move the marker down. So potentially I might not get another turn this round.
Right, now I just need to before this turn, there's a reason
Well,
for it. I just need to work out where
that-
everyone.
that's the easy one.
I'll do that.
You do that and get a worker. Right.
Now, so how is the market working at the moment?
Well,
at the moment,
let's have a look at the market. Let's see if I press the
Yeah.
right button.
now you haven't used
No, I
your
pressed the
pod,
wrong
have
button.
you?
Yeah,
There we
he's
go.
not in play.
So he's not in play.
So what's going to happen right now is this one is going to buy the most prestigious car, which is the
is
one with the
yours.
most salesmen on it.
Yeah.
So this one is going to buy this
Yeah.
car. This one is then going to buy the cheapest one, so it'll buy the 1
Yeah,
at double value. So
Yeah.
it'll buy this one will buy the one with the best body, which is this one.
yeah.
So you will get
So,
5, and then this will buy the next cheapest one, which is this one. So at the moment, this one is not selling.
Yeah, no.
That's as it stands.
So
at the
I think I have to do this. So I'll get a 3 body, and I will put it on the market.
moment. Okay, well that's going to end the round.
Then the round. Now I've
That's
got
gonna mix
now
things
the
up.
choices I've got. I can either
Well, it's going to sell. Oh no, it might not.
Well,
No, he could put.
no, I could
but that's yours.
put 5. I could put 5
Oh, you could.
salesmen on it and sell it for 10. I think,
You could absolutely do that.
and then put 5
Oh, it's brutal, this game.
on.
It's just revenge for what I
It
did
is
to you.
revenge, to be
I
fair.
literally did
I was
exactly the same
taught. I was
thing.
taught by the master.
Okay, so the round is over. So what we do is we first of all score the racetrack. Apologies, I keep pressing the wrong buttons on here, but I think that's the right button. Yes, 4 is the racetrack. Okay, so we look at who won the race. Well, Chris completed 1 lap, nobody else did. So Chris wins the race and gets 7 points plus an extra 1 because he completed the lap. So those points are scored
8
immediately.
points. That goes up to 40.
Second place is Orange. So 4 points.
4 points for me, please.
Didn't complete a lap. And then third place is me, 2 points, didn't complete a lap. I get 2 points. And then what happens is all of this resets. So the cars go back to the pit lane, ready for the next race. The lap markers are all bunched up. Right, and then we go to down here. So everything has now changed. And first of all, this one now wants to buy the one that's got the most salesmen, which is now this car. So there's 5 people on here as opposed to 4. So Bill gets those points. And remember, we're playing with the hidden variant. So those goes. Now the car is gone. So the engine goes back to the supply. All of the workers
have
go back to the supply. The car body goes back to the supply. And everything that is still here at the end of the round is just going to disappear. It just doesn't get sold. So that's that one done. The next buyer wants to buy the cheapest one, which is this one. So it's 1 plus an extra 1. So we're going to score the 1 extra immediately. And then, Chris, you get that. And then those all go back to the supply. That's that one done. Then the car with the best body. So that's this one. This has a body of 3. So that one sells. Bill, you get the points. All of those go back. And then this one buys the cheapest one, which is this one.
Yep.
So it's 3, but it's doubled to 6 because that's how it works. So you get that, and orange gets 3 points. And unfortunately, these cars disappear. So what? Oh wait, and that's how brutal the game can be.
Yep. Swiss Tony's not going to forget this.
No, now I can recruit this just with a normal hire workers action, but at the moment my employee of the month
useful.
has disappeared. That's the end of the first round. So we set up for round 2. We reset the market back to the top. We add some more tiles here, so we get a 2 there, and we get 3 ones. I'll do this. We wipe any remaining tiles that are here, and we get some new ones. And if you want to add the green tiles into here, we're ready for round 2. And play just continues as it did before. So, what nice goodies have we got in the market?
So he now. So
Oh, that's the
Jamie
extra
W.
points
Pickard
one.
just will add bonus points to certain purchases, and George Brayton
He makes these triple instead of
triple
double.
plus double.
Yeah.
And these two both have requirements, so they're both investors, but Chrysler requires a fast car on at least 1 lap, and John Horace Dodge, you need to have
Two of
You
those.
need to have done 2
objectives.
achievements. Yeah.
Okay. That is just take a 3 car, and that's
Or
take
3 workers.
So it is back to me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to jump to here. I'm going to take me 1 development of a body and
hire a worker.
hire a worker.
I kind of want to get moving, but I don't want to putting an investor, buyer out at this point. It's a little bit.
Sure what they're going to be going for.
Yeah.
What the market's going to do.
It seems a bit pointless in a
If
way.
you don't, someone will.
Yeah,
You
well,
need to
that's
get
it.
Points, and then everyone knows what to focus on.
I mean, it's all right putting a buyer out if you know you've got the best body or the best engine
which
or
I
whatever.
don't. Then
If you don't,
not very many workers. Essentially, what you're going for is the cheapest.
so you could
and then,
you could just put the cheap one out.
Put the cheap one out and just hope you get hope you're the first to get
That's
the
the
cheap
thing.
one.
yeah, why not? Because I don't really want to go forward with any of the other ones.
So how far are you moving up here?
3, please,
1, 2, 3.
and we'll put the
Putting this one out.
cheap.
Let's get you that.
Yeah,
Yeah, very good.
it's true as well.
I will go for tech. I'll increase my engine level by 1.
Engine's 4. Well, I'm going to do it. I'm going to recruit another engineer.
He's done it.
I have totally done it. I've absolutely done it. So I'm going to take Mr. James W. Packard. So that gives me my 3rd light bulb token, which means I get the achievement. Hooray!
And yours.
And so Packard comes with 2 of these counters. Now these are interesting. So these are, I think on my turn, I can assign either one of these to one of the buyers. And then that buyer will basically gain the person whose car they buy more points.
More points.
So I don't want to assign either of them at the moment because
You need to be sure. don't
I
you?
need to be sure that I'm,
far too open.
yeah.
I'm going to jump in here. Get me.
And that's why I was saving my light bulbs. Now I don't need to save them.
So you should zip up the
I should now
technology
be
track.
yeah.
Radium Model 2
No, it's nicely done.
and an extra worker.
Okay, I'm just going to go here then, take a level 2 engine, and I'm going to pop it into my race car for now.
Okay, so you've upgraded your race car to 2.
Well,
Yeah.
I'm going to go there
Tiebreaker for selling is price.
and take
They always buy the cheapest
worker.
one.
And because I have a level 4 engine.
Level 4 engine, which is
There we
an
go.
achievement.
So,
Well done, sir.
thank you.
1, 2. It's a 3-pointer. Yeah.
That's 3 points. Oh, so that's oh yeah, that's me. That's me. Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to jump to here and do the triple.
The triple.
Yep.
So how far on the racetrack? 4. Ooh, 5. So 1, 2, skip that. 3, 4, 5. It's off.
I'll increase my engine capacity up.
Oh, sorry. With that, sorry. Could I? I was going to put that into my race
if you
car
want to
and
take-
then just get rid of.
Yeah.
Get rid of that one.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. And then I think just for the points, I'm going to take the fanciest body.
This one?
Yep.
So that goes in there and you get that?
Yep.
Right. Well. I've no way of bleeping out swear words on live videos, so I best not say anything. It's all rubbish. It's all rubbish, but I don't want Chris to get
I was gonna
that
say,
for free.
I know what I want you to do.
But if I go there,
Kristen jumps past you.
which is fine because then I get no,
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine. I didn't want you to have another go before me, so I'll go there. I will poodle out at a speed of 2, and then it won't be too long before I get another go. It's not really take that, and it's not really hurting other players. It's not giving other players an opportunity that's
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
Like if you know
Yeah.
somebody's engines at 4, and there's an engine space coming up, you're like, well, I've got to really do it, even though I might not really want to because I don't want them to do it. Which is interesting for Euro games because so many Euro games don't have that hidden layer of player interaction.
Because I don't necessarily want to just go and take one worker, but I don't really want to jump on too far either to get any of the
Yeah.
double ones. So I'm just going to do that. It's early, so getting
Have a worker.
more turns. Right.
Right. Well, I am going to skip ahead. I'm going to go to here.
Mhm.
So now it's all going to kick off. So I'm going to hire a worker, and I'm going to research, and I'm going to spend one of my light bulbs to go up to there
Very
and
nice.
there. And I think that was worth skipping that. So what bodies have we got?
Got level 2.
2, 2, 3. Right, okay. And the order of these tiles is also, and it changes throughout the game.
Yeah.
I am going to take a body.
Yeah.
Yeah. Level 3
Great.
body.
So it's a Stutz Berracat 1914.
It's a very fine model.
Mm.
Very sporty.
Mm.
Okay.
Death trap, mind.
Right. I'm going to jump all the way to here.
Oh, are you recruiting?
I'm recruiting.
Yeah.
I'm taking this
Okay.
to get the
Yeah.
last 3 of my workers.
Ah, so
Yeah,
Rob
very
has
good.
all of his workers, which
Nice
means he
combo.
gets a 7-point achievement.
Yeah, very good.
Doing. And
Yeah.
then, yep.
Right, well. Don't really want to put another buyer out, but.
Well, that's it. We've got 2 buyers out and no cars yet. So
At least we know what they want. We
we
have
just
to get them.
yeah,
made,
I don't know because the danger last time is Chris put a car out and it didn't sell.
Yeah. Then to be able to put a car out, what I need is an engine, and they're all the way over there, which is not going very well currently. But then basically, because I'm behind on the other stuff, it's kind of just going for cheap cars again, which seems a bit pointless.
Did you hire a worker with your last action, Paul?
Did I hire a worker with my last action? I don't know what I did as my last. I researched and I hired a worker. Yes.
Did you? Are you putting Swiss Tony on?
Oh, I forgot. Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
So I could have hired that one instead of that one.
makes more sense.
Thank you.
I mean, you've already made him pretty angry by giving him bad leads. I mean, he's got.
So let's just do that.
So we're off again.
Yeah.
4.
Or
So 1, 2, 3, 4.
and yeah,
Oh.
I'm just gonna have to go for that one. But then they get me points. Let's just go for the prestige one. Why not?
So 3 buyers and no cars.
Very
Are you
good.
going to take the research? Yeah, because
Yeah.
otherwise I'd have grabbed it.
Of course you would. And I will go up with the engine.
So your engine level is 5.
5. And I can't go up any more at the moment because
No.
my body's 3.
So
Your body is not ready.
This is a really interesting round. This
Mm,
we could get a fourth buyer before we've got any cars at all,
yeah.
Then everyone
and
rushes
then
in.
all of a sudden
yeah,
around.
yeah,
yeah,
everyone rushes to fill the orders now.
But the tile I want is there.
Go on, grab it, Paul.
I had is that I didn't want any of the single actions, but I didn't want to zoom around to get any of the.
I'd say we've now got a single
Choose
action
multiple
mixed in with the
actions.
double actions.
Yeah, that's starting to.
Yeah, it's all got all
blurry.
messed up, hasn't
Yeah,
it?
lovely. Yeah, and we've got a double mixing with the singles here, so we are starting to see
Yeah,
a
yeah.
contamination.
Yeah.
Right.
A variety of interesting flavours.
Well, I got so screwed in round one. I feel that if I play normally, I will just not do well. So I think I might need to play unusually. So I'm going to turn my piece sideways. That's what I'm going to do. We're going to go here.
Yeah.
I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it.
It
So
makes sense with your light bulbs. I
I'm not
think.
sure. Yeah. So my car moves 2.
Kind of.
I am going to do research with another light bulb to go up to 5 and 4. And I'm going to put a buyer out. So it's going to be...
Ooh, do we go for one of each? Be interesting.
Well, I've got the ability to make my engines better than they actually are.
Yeah.
But Bill's engines are 5 at the moment.
Because yours are 4, but you can make them 6s.
And,
Mine are 4 and I could make
Andy,
it 6.
Andy's got a good body. Yeah.
Whereas my body is 5, yours is 3, yours is 2, yours is 2. So I think... I'm going to put that one out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, the cleverness with this mechanism, which has been seen in other games, is I've zoomed further ahead. I can now disappear downstairs and get a cup of tea for 5 minutes because I'm not going to be taking another turn for quite a while.
Not that long. We'll catch you up pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Well, I'm gonna do something to hopefully guarantee me some points at the end of this. So let's go there because I might as well do a double. So get a worker, and then I'm going to take a 2 engine.
Don't forget the drive, Paul. What did I do? I think I did that first. If that's what you
Yeah,
mean,
yeah.
You did.
I did that first.
yeah, you do, yeah.
So I'm gonna put
But thank you, chap, for keeping an eye on me because I need the help.
engine into there. Do that and do that.
It's definitely going to be cheap.
It is the cheapest car.
It's
Yeah.
by far the cheapest. Okay, I'm going there,
I'm in danger of
It's a
getting
5
knocked out of
engine.
cars otherwise.
which I will add.
Are
to-
you're not upgrading your race car?
Nope, I'm going
So
to
you're
do
going to have a
that.
5 engine and then you're going to put it in the
Put
market.
it in the market,
So it's a 3 body with a 5 engine.
and I'm going to put the 12 price on there.
Who are you hoping to sell to?
I don't know. I've got plans.
How many workers do you want to put on a sale?
Oh, just one. Yeah.
Interesting.
Okay.
Someone hoping to get some. Well, we'll find out, won't we?
We will find out.
Right. I might as well just take a free car.
It's a free car and a free
Can't take
worker. Oh, you can't take the
any
worker because you haven't got the
but
worker.
yeah, but I'm just taking another car body.
Yep.
Decision. So, I think now, yeah, I'm going to jump to here.
And you're moving 5.
5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
done a lap.
That gets me around there.
I'm going to go to there.
Okay, recruit.
I'm going to take this guy here,
Okay, so we have an investor.
which gets me an extra buyer
We have
as
the-
long as I've got 2 of those.
Well, they all mean that
You will buy the cheapest car from a player who has 2 or more achievement tokens.
it's not just you.
Oh.
I thought I was going to get an extra
If you go
bod in
into
the thing.
No, no.
Sorry, I might buy something different then because I've completely messed that up.
Yeah,
Uh,
these add a buyer in after the 4 buyers that are there.
It's not
They
a
will-
buyer, it's an
Yes,
investor.
They'll always buy the cheapest car, but that is a minimum requirement. So that's the cheapest car from anyone that has at least 2
So
of these.
if I had the cheapest car, they wouldn't buy it from me because I haven't achieved enough.
And if you go for that one, they'd only buy from me. They wouldn't buy from anyone else because I'm the only person so far that's done 1 lap.
And then this one, it just
That means that
These
They're
become
both
triple
cheapest
instead of
engine.
double.
oh, I'm such a Well, I've done it now. I don't have to play him, so I
No, you can keep it and
I'll
do
keep him.
Play him when it's
whenever you
coming.
want.
So
Yeah.
it comes with the token still. And if you can get yourself a different car that's going to score them, yeah. Particularly if you can find one that's got the nicest body, you manage to jump that up. You could then play it on that and get a double one there.
Oh, so it's not just a cheat. So
No, that is two separate things.
yeah,
That you place on one of the cars here,
right, and then
and
you
that car count. That means there's two of them.
There's two of those cards instead of
Gotcha.
one.
And the secondary ability then means he will also, once the buyers have bought, he
He'll
will
buy
buy
the
something.
cheapest car.
He'll buy the cheapest thing available, but it must be from someone that's got at least two of these prestige markers.
Achievement tokens.
Achievement tokens.
Yeah.
That's it.
Right. So you're
It's
done?
Me. Yeah. Do I want to skip
fine.
ahead?
It's all good.
Do I
Oh,
not
I
want to
missed
skip
that.
ahead?
God, I was being so clever.
I'm just going to go there.
So hire a worker and do some research.
Engine.
Well, here we are again. But I don't want that. And it's useless to you.
Yeah.
So I don't mind giving you that. So I'm going to go here. And we're going to have a car body, level 5. It is the Chrysler B70 Touring 1924. I mean, check that out.
Really fancy.
That is pretty fancy. Compared to that pram that you had earlier on. That's it.
Okay,
So, a rule that we haven't mentioned yet. Rob does not have to take this token. If he doesn't take this token, then at the end of his turn, if there is any tokens at the back of the chain, they move counterclockwise to fill any gaps.
I'm going to jump to here.
What he's going to do. No, at the end of your turn.
So, yep.
So, slight difference is that one will go first, and then at the end of your turn, that one will go there.
So,
Grand Prix movement.
Grand Prix movements.
5.
5.
1, 2, 3,
Oh,
4, 5.
Yep. And
You've been lapped.
then the top hat moves down 1 because I can't.
Because you cannot attract a buyer because the buyers are full.
So the market.
Look at this, we've only got 2 in there. This could end really quickly.
Well, we're going to be in a lot of trouble if it does.
Yeah, if you went on
That
here
makes my decision
and
easy.
I went on here, it would end and there's only 2 cars in the market.
Yeah.
But that's terrible for Rob to do it.
But
Well, I have to go here because there's no point just taking that when I can take multiple things.
True.
So
So that's going to move this down.
yeah.
You've given me the power of ending the round again.
So I'm going to go engine of 4. So that's done that, and then I will
Maybe
move.
you're getting nothing either.
I might as well put these people in here now because I'm not getting another car.
Oh yeah, if I end the round, I can't build a car.
Yeah.
So and then I've got a Grand Prix movement of 5.
Suddenly my decision looks a bit better,
So
which is like no, it's
It
not.
does.
It
2,
doesn't.
3, 4, 5.
But it wasn't deliberate. And that's
Okay.
gone there.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's the thing. If I go here and research, I think the round will end because it's in your interest to end it.
It is, but it's a huge skip though, because I've got to go all the way round to there.
Yeah. But if you did, you'd get
It's worth it.
12 points, Chris would get 4.
Yeah.
I mean, Rob would get nothing.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if you compare
And I got screwed in round 1, so that might be the lowest score ever in a game of Kraftwagen. I can stop that happening. So I've got to. I can't go there. I've got to go here. Right. So all sorts of things are going to happen now. We're going to hire a worker. I'm going to build an engine. I'm going to build an engine of value 4. And then at the end of my turn, I'm going to build a car. So the body is 5. The engine is 4. So I'm going to put the 11 on it. And I'm going to put 1 worker, not Swiss Tony. But I'm going to assign this token. Is this going to backfire? No, this is not going to backfire. This is totally not going to backfire. There. So when that buyer buys a car, the person who they buy the car from gets an extra 4 points.
Right.
Because nobody else can put a car body of 5 or higher. He's looking around like anything that's going to screw me over.
Well, no. All I'm thinking about now is whether do I actually need to end the game end the round.
You're taking a huge hit to do it. So you can,
But I mean, I could go there
You'll take a huge hit for
because it's,
next round.
as long as there's no more than 4 cars in there, that's going to sell, isn't it? Because there's 4
At
buyers.
the moment, I don't think. Oh, this.
someone,
You're right.
someone
There's
has
4
to-
buyers.
You can put another car in
If
your
Rob builds an
turn,
engine, he can put a car in.
but
Chris
none of us
can't.
can.
I can't.
Then-
So-
yeah. If there's only 4 cars, they will. Yes,
they
they
will
will
all
all
sell.
sell.
Yeah.
Someone will
Yeah.
buy something.
So if you go here, what it will do is it will hurt Rob
It hurts
because
Rob.
he won't sell a car this round.
Yeah,
But it means in the next round you're going to miss the
Yeah.
first couple of
yeah,
turns.
exactly. But what I'm thinking is I might just hedge my bets a bit and just go there.
Do some research.
So at least I'll do I'll get some research out of it.
Yeah.
And I'll move my body up to 4.
Yeah, Tiggy's asking, is there an achievement for completing a lap? There is. Chris got it in round 1. There is another achievement for doing 2 laps in the same round. Which Rob is close to getting.
So I've got a balance now. If I go here, I build an engine, I get a car down, I'm guaranteed to sell the car.
Mm-hmm.
That will get me
some
Nine-
points.
nine-
yeah, I'll put 9
Well,
points.
9.
I'll go for the highest, and
Yeah.
someone will buy it.
Yeah.
That gets me 9 points.
Well, you do
And
another
then
lap,
I'll have 8 points from that. But if I do another lap,
it's
I'll
effectively
get-
9 points because it's 7 for the achievement and an extra
Yeah.
2.
But the question is, will someone else jump ahead to trigger that, or are there other things they'd rather do instead? It puts me, so you 3 will go next. Puts it a lot closer, but losing out on any car sales could be unpleasant. Interesting. Because I could also use my William C. Durant.
That's true.
So if I put that on now as a 9,
Then there
plus
would be 5 cars effectively.
someone's buying, so the cheapest car would go.
Cheapest car is that's buying the cheapest car, which is that one.
Yep.
That's buying the car with the best body. There's that one. That's buying the one with the most prestige, which is the only one left at the moment.
Yep.
And then this buyer, nothing to buy at the moment.
So there's also the one with the most prestige,
That one.
and then
So yeah, if you were to put a car in the market, 2 workers on it, and mass produce it, you'd get that and that.
And I wouldn't get
And
anything.
this wouldn't sell.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh, I should have done it. I was
no,
greedy.
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
That will get the prestige.
Oh, because it wouldn't have a 3 body.
Yeah. So
Right, no, you're fine.
and then I'll sell. I would still sell it twice because the would buy
business.
the last one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And given that fact that no one else can get another car down.
Mhm.
So yeah, I'm going to do that.
You're going to do it.
Yeah, because
So what are you doing?
I'm going here,
You're building an engine,
building an engine. It's at level 4.
a level 4
And I'm
engine.
building my Rainier Model B 1906. It's
Okay.
jumping in here, and I'm bringing it on for 9 cash.
Yeah. And you're going to put a worker on.
I only got one. Only bother with one worker because whatever happens, we're selling.
And then you're going to assign the investor. So
Yeah,
again,
assign the
just as a
investor.
reminder for those people watching, we put this token on it, which represents that there's now 2 of those vehicles instead of 1. And as soon as you do that, the investor goes here. So after all of the buyers have bought a car, each of the investors will buy a car as well. And this one is just buying the cheapest car,
That's
no other
And
requirements.
since at this point now there are 5 cars in play.
Technically 5 cars
and
per sale and 5. So
they're
everything
all
is selling
guaranteed to sell
at the moment.
at the moment. Yeah.
And then Bill comes along and messes it all up again.
Well, because Bill's one's 12, so it's even if it
He doesn't want to mess it
double
up too
that,
much.
it still wouldn't. It still wouldn't.
Yeah.
go.
So I'm selling mine at the moment.
That is selling and you're getting 12
and
points.
I don't think anyone. Oh, Rob could put another car on though if he goes before.
Well, I have to
me.
get an engine out. So and
Yeah.
the next engine isn't until here, so I'll be jumping so far ahead it wouldn't be worth it
But I've got to jump there to finish it. That's the thing.
if you want to finish it.
If you want to finish it.
But what does that gain you beyond? Because you can take smaller actions and pick up more work.
Yeah, it's the only thing. I'm just whether I'm risking that
No.
not selling. I don't think I am. Am I?
I can't see it because everyone else would have to get 2 things down.
I don't have an engine or a body.
I've got other things that are going to get me points
I'd have to jump all the way around
more
the hub
than
back to
that.
it,
So
and I'm already selling 2 cars, so I don't need to burn several.
I think
actions.
I need to get racing.
So your base speed of your
that's where
car
I
is
didn't want
4.
you to go.
I'm gonna fill up my pit people.
So you're going 6.
He's off.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Oh. Though.
So you're currently last. No, I'm last. I'm blue, aren't I?
It's still not enough. Oh.
Have you done a lap?
Yeah.
Okay.
Have you done a lap? Oh, you have. Yeah.
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 I think because that'll get me 7 points for the achievement. Stops Robert getting 7 points for the achievement.
That's a big swing.
And it gets me another 3 points for completing another lap. So it's going to lose me a couple of turns, but I think I'm just going to have to go there and finish.
Okay, so that ends the round because that moves down to there.
Yeah.
And you move 5.
5.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you have completed 2 laps on the same round, which scores you a 7-point achievement.
Crazy game.
It's been so different from the last time.
Really has.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, round is over. Let's do some scoring.
Yeah.
So, who won the race?
Purple. Purple gets 10.
10 points. 10 points for
So,
Purple because he
32.
won the race and he did 2 laps. Second place, Orange doing
5.
1 lap, 5 points.
22.
Third place is Yellow with 2
2
points. And yeah. Must try harder, see me after class. Okay, that's them done. Now we go to the market.
Oh, yeah.
So let's go through this again. This one is buying the cheapest car. The cheapest car is this one, and it's worth double the value. So we'll give you the 2 points now,
For
and
purple.
you take
purple.
2. Yeah.
and then that's that car done. That's that buyer bought. This one is buying the car with the best body, which is this one, is mine, and because it had this on it, I score 4 points, and I get this. Yay, I've got some points. And that's that gone, and that's that buyer done. Next, we have this one, buying the one with the most workers on. They both have the same number of workers. We go for the
Right,
cheapest
yep.
one, which is this one, which was mass produced.
Yep.
So he set effectively, Rob's going to score the 9 points. So we do that now. And
31.
that token is removed. And that's that buyer done. Then we go to the one with the best body, which is this one. So Bill gets the 12
Yeah,
points.
good.
And that's that car done. And then after all of those buyers are done, we go to the investor, buys the cheapest car, which is this one.
Yep.
So that's
That's
another.
That's buying a level 9 car.
Wow. Okay,
And
that
that's what
good.
that's it was that or it was that. I don't know if I was going to get both.
Yeah.
Well played.
Yeah.
Well played. Right, that's the end of round 2. We set up for the final round of the game. This is not a long game. And you were saying earlier on that it's nice to play a game of this because
Absolutely.
it's still got the depth
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
and it just plays quickly.
So we've
Yeah.
got 2 more investors again. That one wants at least 2 prestige. That one wants at least an engine of 3. And then we've got, oh, here he is, David Buick. Now, his ability is you get to
Yeah.
add a 5th buyer.
At the start of the scoring phase, you choose one of the leftover buyers and you add it to the bottom of the stack.
And then Charles P. King, who just means every time you buy workers, you get an extra worker.
Remind me of that one again, Robbie. Just
So you pop it on a car that's there.
Yeah.
There are now 2 versions of that car.
Yeah, got it.
All the other rules still apply. And
Okay.
by doing it, he then goes on there and will buy the cheapest car at the end of the game.
Yeah.
We're all set up for round 3.
Yeah.
It's me first.
This one, isn't there?
Well, is there?
Well, there's
I mean, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah,
So,
because I forget everyone's apart from me is pretty much empty of everything. So
okay, I'm going to go here. So I gain a worker, and I'm going to build a car of body 5. I'm going to have the Cadillac Town Sedan from 1928.
very nice. The hat would move whenever we can't place a new buyer. The
Yeah.
hat moves down instead. You can't choose not to move it. I'm going to jump to here.
Are you recruiting?
I'm going to recruit David D. Buick, giving him
Yeah.
flexibility towards the
It is. I
It's
probably
a
should
very
have done
nice,
yeah,
a
yeah.
very nice car.
But you getting 4 of them would be ridiculous.
Yeah.
Right.
It's me again.
Back to you.
Right,
again.
well, I've got to go here now.
Yeah.
So I'm going here. I'm going to hire a worker. I'm going to spend my remaining light bulb. So I move up my car body to 6 and my engine to 5. It's the triple.
Got to be, I think.
So
So I'm going to, race around the track. So that's 6.
go the right way.
Well,
Not in
there it
reverse.
is. That's the way he's going. And then, sorry about that, 6, and then, well, let's do the technology first. I'm
So your
gonna,
body goes up. No, your engine goes up to 6.
yeah.
Right.
And
Decision time.
do I have to get a buy?
You have to attract a buyer.
Yeah, you're not allowed to skip. Otherwise, people would just keep passing till it works, and the game would.
Okay, I'm
never
gonna
end.
go for it. Go for engine then.
So the one with the best engine.
Yeah. Give it
So
how
you
much
get one of these.
Yeah.
monster
thank
engine
you.
you lot got.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes sense, doesn't it? I think.
Okay.
Okay, it's me done.
I'm gonna snap a second car. Again, it's just one of these little cheap. I'm not quite sure what my market strategy is, but this stuff seems to be happening. So
Well, I don't want this. I mean, I think Bill's going to get that. I think this is quite good.
Mm-hmm.
So I gain a worker, and I'm going to build a 5 engine. Now then. Now then. This might absolutely, completely and utterly backfire. So technically that goes there, but then I am going to do... No, I'm not. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put that 5 engine into my race car.
Oh, nice. Ooh.
Because we're sick of being at the back of every race.
I'm gonna jump to here.
That was my other choice.
Spend that token
To move up on both.
to go on both tracks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very good.
Right, well,
Free worker.
free worker it is then. And then I think I want an engine, so let's go there.
You get a level 4 engine.
Yeah, and I'm going to put it.
Upgrade
into
your
my
race car.
Yeah.
Okay, Bill.
I've got to get there now and go there.
So hire a
A
worker.
worker and a body.
It's a level 4
Level
body.
4 body. Thank you very much.
There you go.
Very flash.
It is. Is that the leather seats version?
I
I think so. Right, it's me.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's painful.
It really is.
It's just. So, I'm going to rule out that one. That's a possibility. Yeah. That's nice. The one I really want is here. Not going to get that for a while, am I? So I'm going to go here. After ruling it out, I'm then going to choose it. But before I do anything, I'm going to assign a second race team. I think just a second race team. So I'm moving 7.
Mm-hmm.
So that puts me to there.
Yep.
Okay.
Let us go for. I'm going to jump here.
Mm-hmm. That's where you're moving.
5.
So
At least
5.
starting blocks.
And which buyer?
Another of the fast car.
The engine one.
Yep. Thank you.
Wow.
Suddenly, big engines are all the rage.
I think my move then is to go there,
So recruiting, take 2 workers, or
take this,
3 round the track.
Mm.
go
Five
5
round the track. So you go 1, 2, 3, skip those, and you end up here.
Yep.
Well, it wasn't quite as far as I hoped, but it's better than 3.
Okay, so this is some shenanigans going on here, but I think it will work. So I'm going here, and I'm going to increase my engines to 6. I'm going to gain a worker.
I'm going to.
Yeah, it's the triple one. I thought about that.
Yeah. and we'll add cheapy.
Okay, we're getting all the buyers out early.
Mm.
You're moving how far?
5.
So 1,
Mhm.
2, 3, 4, 5,
Nice.
which is a lap.
And then my research is to boost my body up because my engine's already
Mhm.
too far ahead.
It's horrible.
Yeah, because you're going to have to go there. Because if you don't go there, I'll go there, and then you'll get to do it. Yeah.
And everyone explodes. We'll race on to get to there.
So I increased my body there because obviously I can't,
You
get my
can't.
energy
Yeah,
up to
which I'd
7
forgotten.
until I've got a body of 5.
Body is on 5.
It
It is there.
Oh, you just moved
Yeah,
it. Sorry.
yeah,
Oh, of course.
yeah.
I guess we'll go there, I think. Get a worker and an engine.
Am I being accused of shenanigans again?
Well, you've left me the spot I want. So here we go. We have our first 6 body.
Mm.
It's
Very
the
nice.
Eliminator Ford Hot Rod 1933. They made a car called the Eliminator,
Yep.
which is the first car of body 6, which
Very
is
nice.
ding 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 7 points.
Boom.
Okay.
Right. Back to me. I finally get an engine. God, I've been struggling so long because the timing just kept missing the engines for me.
Level 5 engine.
1 level 5.
Are you
engine.
going to build a car?
I'm going to build a car. I want to get something.
The body is questionable.
Yep.
Yeah.
But
At the end, it's a
but
beast.
it's-
Yeah, beast
It's a
over
real
the road.
beast.
Hot rod.
now look at these prices for
I
round
think
3.
right now, just in order to, for this one, guarantee a sale, it's going to go in there, and I'm just going to drop it in cheap.
Doing the meat
Well, there's
tactics.
only one guy out there who wants it. So
Yeah.
He'll pay,
First 6
he'll pay,
points.
he'll pay
it'll be
double.
6.
So,
So it's a decent number.
Yeah.
okay. It's me again. Why now need an engine?
Especially if I have to play that.
Oh, the engine's miles away. So there is a rule in the game that if you ever buy a car body or an engine and you don't have space, you can get rid of something to make the space.
It's going because if I play that, you're going to get the benefit of that, aren't you? Basically.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
if I've still got ones on there, 'cause
Yeah.
it's cheaper. So
This
Yeah,
has gone
it's
horrible again.
has it all gone wrong?
It's really horrible again. All gone wrong, Mr. Mannering.
But there's already a cheapy person on there, so I will also get wait.
Need an engine. Where's the newest engine? There.
Yes,
Wow.
because they're clustered and they just keep
Yeah.
moving around in a group, and it's really hard
Yeah,
to get engines out.
I used an engine
Why it's
last
taking me
round.
so
and they're
long to
always
get those
like,
cars
I
out?
could go most of the way around
Every
to
time
get
it happens,
one.
I'm just in the wrong position. I either have to jump miles ahead, or by the time we get there, one of you jumps a
Yeah.
short bit ahead to get the buggers.
So I'm going to recruit.
Ooh.
And I'm going to recruit Henry Ford as an investor. And I'm not going to use him just yet because I don't have a car in the market. Right. That's my go done. Oh. Okay, ZZ Top named an album after the Eliminator.
Hmm.
Matt is a font of all knowledge.
I'm gonna go there. Actually,
We have our 4th buyer already.
yeah, and I'm gonna put the cheap one out because I think that might be my way of actually making a car and selling it. And then I go 7 round the track, which I think is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
So
7.
you've done a lap.
Yeah, I think that maximised the amount I could get round by slipstreaming.
I'll get the free worker.
Yeah.
Well, actually, where are you going to go, Rob?
Depends where you go.
Are you going to give him all this for free?
I'm not going to give him one. I don't think I can. No, I think I'm okay. I think if I go, I will go there. Do some racing. So
6.
6 around the track. So
1, 2, 3.
1,
4.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You've done a lap.
I've done a lap.
Okay.
So
I'll do the obvious and
We all get to slipstream more when you join us on the track
Yeah.
as well.
Buick
Upgraded the
Cadet,
engine. I'm still at the back.
and my last guy. And then I get to go again. I think I'm going to jump to here. Snag a level 5 engine. Stick it in my Rainier Model 2
Mm-hmm.
with one guy. It's on
Is
here.
it more cheap crap?
And it's more cheap crap.
Oh,
than
look at
that.
this.
Both of them. So it's
APPs.
but it's mass-produced cheap tab.
This is the
cheap
timing, isn't it?
Dear, dear, dear.
But I'm now going to close my eyes for the next.
Right, go on, Bill.
Okay, there he goes.
Oh, yeah, but you're never going to do that. That's gonna
So
no.
increase.
So this goes down.
Increase up, yeah, and that goes down. I know it's tight, and then I move another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Which is another lap.
Building up.
2 done.
Don't go there.
Don't go there. That's my only hope.
These two are essentially pointless for me currently.
Yay!
Because
That's the right
or
answer.
are they?
Yeah, they are.
I feel they kind of are. Because I think the only way of selling cars is to actually get them out there, but everyone's probably going to make better. So let's just get a car.
Back in the game. I'll still come last, but
And make
hopefully
Paul,
not.
and make Paul happy. So it's going to be a 2 car. Put it in the market
That's the dream situation.
with a 4 engine and 6 and a worker. I might as well put 2 on just to cover bases.
Oh, because
Maybe.
that might bring one of these in.
Yeah, we'll see.
Okay, so I'm going to go here.
I'm not going to use the worker for anything else.
Right,
So.
so I get a worker. I then do
So,
one
oh,
technology,
yeah, of course.
and it's going to be engine. And then I get to build an engine before Bill.
You do.
That timing was absolutely crucial. So I have a 7 engine, which is a 7-point achievement.
It's a very nice one. Oh yeah, 7. Well done.
And then I'm going to put a car with 5 body and a 7 engine, but it's going to be an 8 engine.
Just a monster engine.
And I'm going to put 1 on it, and it's going to go for 15. And I don't think anything can stop that.
But there are
Nobody
2
else can get an 8 engine car.
No, you're the only one.
Well played, Paul.
And there's 2 of them.
Oh.
Nicely done.
Mm.
Right, but
Maybe not coming last.
but those 2 will trigger before that one does. once
Yeah,
it goes
so
in there.
that is separate. So what that means
So
is
if I can get a 7 engine out,
No, this buys the cheapest car as long as it has an engine of 3 or more.
oh right, okay, gotcha.
as what
So
happened
he's
now-
buying all of these.
it's not possible for this to not happen. Paul was going to sell 2 versions of that car to these 2 buyers. I'm selling these 2 cars to those 2 buyers.
Yeah.
The nature of the game means that cannot change
So there's no point me building a car now, is there?
Unless you've got an investor,
Which you do.
Which I do.
and then you'd have to work out.
Yeah.
yeah, because right now
Well, I can't go cheaper than anyone. Can
Yeah. It's been a.
I?
The first 2 rounds, we had a fluctuating market that could have been shenaniganed,
Yeah.
but now what is here because of the combination of circumstances is fixed. The only change is Rob has Buick as an engineer, so there could be
Oh, can you pass me that 5 marker?
5th buyer.
I can choose to bring out a 5th buyer, but I don't have to.
Doesn't have to.
It will depend. If it's to my advantage, I will. Otherwise, I wouldn't. Because I don't do this during my turn. I do it at the start of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
That's the good thing about that. So
Blow
I
me,
did
I
that game
think.
last night and made sure I actually saw.
I don't think there's any point me building a car now.
Well, other than it will also bring us closer to the end. And
Yeah.
Well, don't forget, if you build a car and throw that down,
But the only
but
it's,
no, because that's another buyer.
Yeah, at the moment, 5
Then-
cars are being bought, and there are 5
but
cars.
he's only
for sale.
buying cheap. He's only buying the
No, no,
cheap
so
No,
stuff.
he'll buy the
They're all
cheapest
good.
one. If the cheapest one is 14,
And so that happens. They trigger at the end.
Okay, so there's still some hope.
So if you build a car, then yeah, you're adding an additional purchase of vehicles to it, as well as 2 of your own vehicles. So whilst you can't
Right,
compete on
but to
these,
build a car, I need an engine, and that's a long way away. So I'll for what it's
Well,
worth.
there you go. Free research.
Yeah.
Yeah, do that first and then make your decision.
So I think I'm probably better off going for Grand Prix stuff. So I will bring the game closer to an end.
So, buyer, not a buyer.
And
How far are you moving?
moving
6?
another 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4.
It's another lap.
Another lap.
Definitely won that race. Okay, so Rob could end it.
Yes, but is it to my advantage to do so? I can jump to there.
It's to my advantage. Should that make any just FYI? Hashtag just saying. I tell you what, if I win this, it'll be amazing because of my first round. I gained like 2 points, and you guys get
Those were good. Those were good though.
You've used
Having the game three of those.
This combination of, I didn't put either of those out,
yeah.
but I knew if I could get my engine to 7, that I could make an 8 engine.
Yeah.
And with one investor,
And also having those light bulbs allowed you to really race
raced
up.
up.
That
So my
track,
first round
yeah.
was weak, but
Yeah.
also I put a car in and it didn't sell. And you,
Yeah.
It's
you're
like,
a car.
it's like first round, I got lucky with being able to put a second car out because the first one, it's almost like you don't want to put them out too early sometimes because everyone can just work around what.
You haven't got cars or engines. Paul needs an engine.
If I get an engine, I can build another car.
Yeah.
So I can. And at the end of the game, you kind of don't matter how far you zoom around because I'm not going to get another turn anyway. So
I went to 3, but
But
that
what
gave
would
me
me
one.
building a
almost
car with
always
another engine do?
3. That would be ahead of purples. That would get me. That would get me in. Or ahead of. Look, so blue hasn't that. Blue hasn't gone.
I'm still on my first lap.
That would get me a couple of extra points by going from 3rd place to 2nd place because I'll be overtaking purple if I went for there. But that doesn't feel like a particularly strong action. I could jump straight to there and do 5, or I could jump to there and end the game.
And do 5.
Yeah, and do 5. So I'll end up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that get me an extra lap. That will get me
An extra 4 points.
an
Effectively.
extra 4 points. Trigger the end of the game before anyone else can do anything. But given what I've got versus what's available, is that to my benefit?
And you have to be aware, this turn might be your last turn.
Yeah, because I'm realising that if someone else jumps buffet, if I get another car out, that gives me an option. And it will be what you do as well.
Because you could throw a whole load of workers on it, and this could be the 5th buyer.
Yep.
The mystery buyer.
Yeah.
Of course, you've got a huge pool of workers. So the question,
Including
yep, me.
Green Street Sony.
William Smith Tony, who's been absolutely useless.
Yep, he's absolutely furious. He keeps failing, yeah. It will depend on what you go for. If you jump for quack.
What is the definition of a Euro game? It is on the last round, the
Yeah.
players will spend a minute staring at the board to work out the
I think
option.
only a minute, right? So that doesn't get me anything.
Tune in next week.
I think that gets me something physically on the board. Whether it's the right thing or not, I don't know. But we're going to go for this one.
Okay, decision made.
Yep, jump into there. So I'm taking my level 5 engine.
Yep, and you've got to put it in the level 4 body.
Yeah. So
Okay.
so I might just go all out with everything I've got. So it's going to go on here.
Is it going to be the 14?
It's going to be the 14.
How many workers are going to try and sell that car to an unsuspecting member?
Everything
of
I've
the-
got.
Yeah.
Just
Might as
because.
well be.
Yeah, well played.
Might as well
Oh,
be.
I'm so blown this last round.
Well, while Rob was thinking, I've thought about what I'm going to do, and it's
Is it
going
to end
to
it?
get me points and
And
the
end
game.
it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well played.
So how far are you going?
7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Boom.
Boom. Well played, boys.
Right.
And you do some research,
So,
but it doesn't
yeah.
matter. Right, okay, so the racetrack. Who won the race?
Yellow wins the race.
So 5 plus 7, so 12
Well,
points.
Oh. If we're all different steps, it's much easier.
Second
Purple
place.
comes second with 7.
That's 41.
Third
Comes
is,
third with 3.
so me putting that there
Did nothing yet.
did nothing.
You were too late for the
That's
race.
too late. Right, that's the race done.
Okay.
Now, Here we go.
Mark
So,
it on.
Before the scoring phase, Rob may choose to use Buick's ability to add a
I
buyer.
will use plus to add the prestige brand.
Yes.
So that goes as a fifth
Right.
buyer.
I believe I don't get the +1 pound.
I believe you do.
I do, even better.
I think you do. What does it say in the rule book?
Yep.
Right, we're going to give him the one marker. We'll check to see what it says. I remember it says that this can get you the bonus for having two of the same.
Oh yeah, this effect can help you fulfill the requirement for the attract buyer achievement. Or is
Yeah.
that's that one? Which
That was that one, yeah.
Yeah.
We'll say it does.
Yeah.
We're not 100% sure.
It just says take the fifth buyer marker from the supply.
Okay.
You might as well return the fifth buyer to place an additional buyer from the available buyers at the bottom of the active
Yeah.
buyers.
We'll say it does, and it might make a
It's
difference.
taking it from there, not placing it on there. That
Yeah.
triggers that. I think. Yes.
So, this buyer wants to buy the car with the best engine. This is the car with the best engine. So I get 15 points, and that is the second car sold.
So that's 42.
Then this guy wants to buy the car with the best engine, which is
mass
which is this one.
So that's 50.
So I get
Seven.
that. No. I've taken it as a
Oh, sorry.
It was only the other of them because it was
right. Next, cheapest car. This one.
Yep.
So it's 3
Three.
points and the 3 marker.
3 and a 3.
That's that one done. And then next cheapest car.
4 and a
The
4.
4. So 4 points and the marker.
And a 4.
And then this one
Most
This one.
prestigious car.
for 14.
Nice.
And then finally, the investor comes along and buys the cheapest car as long as the engine is 3 or more, which is asked. Okie dokie. So what we now do is...
Just add up these, isn't it? I think?
Oh, I forgot to assign that. I should have an extra 2 points.
Yeah, the car has.
I would have definitely assigned it. So
Your blue watching. 1,
2
2.
points. Okay, so we'll do mine first.
Yep. Dum dum dum.
This is why
27.
Okay.
27.
Another 27
So
points.
27, so that's 67, 71.
So
44 plus 27, 71.
71. So that wouldn't have won the game in a 3-player game,
It might do it.
but in a 4-player game, I think that was the winning score in our
that's a good
4-player
score,
game yesterday.
yeah.
We'll see. Bill,
A very poor last round. 28 for me.
28. So a great first
48.
round.
48.
Well, I just needed to get a car out in the last round.
Rob,
14,
Such a shame.
18.
look at all those
You know,
tiles.
all
21,
mine aren't good.
22.
So Rob bought his own copy of the game, and he's been taking tiles out of the box.
24, 33, 35, 36,
I
39.
Very
only got
nice.
one of those. I wasn't putting the buy-ins in.
I dropped quite a few of them down.
How many?
39. I'll just
That's
double
a win.
check. So 18. So that's 20. That's
So
9.
18.
That's
18.
10.
Yeah,
I'm not getting anywhere near that. So 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
13.
It's all right there. So 54.
Yeah, you lost the car in the first round. And
Yeah.
didn't have the stonking third round.
Yeah.
There you go. Well done, Rob.
Well done, everyone.
I mean, technically, I've won.
Well,
Because
and also,
we discount Rob.
we
always discount Rob.
and to be honest, it was only because I managed to nip you in the bud in the first round
Yeah.
with the Swiss Tony move.
Mm.
You know,
Which I-
but-
yeah.
I mean, that was.
It's tricky because
But that's the game, isn't it? If you
Being able
have
to go-
the ability to end the round by manipulating what was
Yeah.
going on, it was the right move.
Yeah.
Rob managed to get a few of the high value tokens onto the right car at
just
the right
yeah.
time.
Just snatching up.
Yeah.
Those were cheap, but because they were double valued.
Yeah.
If I had got the one that let me do the triple,
That was the good.
Cost,
That was the good
yeah.
one for you. I remember you
Yeah.
got the 9 for the investor. He was just, oh, I'll buy the cheapest car.
and the cheapest
Oh, that
car
was
was
good.
the 9, and then jumped me right.
I'm
in.
glad I did that 15 double
That was brilliant.
because
That
if I
was-
hadn't have done
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right, Rob would have been like dancing all the way home.
Yeah.
He's still going to be dancing all the way home.
Yeah.
Yeah. In the car.
Yeah, very good. Well
now-
played, everyone.
It's 20 to 10.
What time do we start?
8.
No. It's not.
Yes.
It's-
I thought
With
this
a
would be a
teach.
2-hour game. Now, although I didn't teach you how to play, we pretty much taught the audience.
Yeah.
So that is a game which is playable in an hour and a half with 4 players.
And yeah, and you know,
And we all had moments where we had to.
and that was
Think
with us
about a
occasionally having to
move.
stop and go, right, what is the best course
Yeah,
of action here?
yeah.
Because
And again, no opinions from us because it's a
Yeah,
sponsored
of course.
video. But for a 90-minute game,
we'll play it again after the
there were times where I could feel the tension in here because I was going, don't do that, don't do that.
Yeah.
And even the action selection,
Yeah.
the different layers of, well, I really want to do that, but it's too far away, which means I'll miss my next 2 turns. So I'll do this one, but then if I do that one, I've left that space open. What would happen if that player goes on that space? Oh, well, them being able to go there actually messes me up. The fight with you for getting that 7 engine.
Yeah.
And I thought I was going to get it, and then I realised I wasn't going to get it because you were going to get to upgrade your engine first. And then when I realised actually your body was only at 4, you can't go to 7.
Yeah.
And it was, so I felt quite a bit of tension in a good way on the timing of when you do things.
Now, interestingly, if you hadn't taken that to end the game,
Yeah.
Paul would have won.
Would I?
Because those 14 points for getting that bonus, I only triggered that because I was winning it. If you hadn't,
If I'd have gone for an engine.
you could have gone straight to an engine, you could have dropped to a car and you wouldn't have sold it because I wouldn't have triggered the 5th ability.
Yes.
Because you could have out-prestiged me. So I couldn't have taken the prestige
Right.
to win. So it was down to those very last few actions.
So it's your fault.
Yeah.
Sorry.
That's all right. You're
Not
off my
sorry.
Christmas card list. But- so we're all done. As I said at the start, big thank you to Arcane Wonders for sponsoring the video, but also a big thank you to all of my Patreon supporters for funding the channel. And if you like the content that I create and you want to see more videos, patreon.com/gaming rules. If you are a Patreon supporter, you do get access to a lot of other behind the scenes videos as well. Some of which make it to the public channel, some of which don't. But yeah, thank you for everybody for joining us in the chat tonight. I hope it's helped you make a decision on whether it's the kind of game that you want to play, or if you've already got the game, I hope it's helped you learn how to play. And as I mentioned at the start, there are a couple of rules that I'm not 100% sure about, but the rules that we played with today work, so they're fine. And if the publishers issue some clarifications that contradict some of what we've done today, then that's just how it is. But we are all done. Now, we have storm warnings in the UK.
Big ones.
Big ones. We actually have, the government introduced an emergency alert system about 2 years ago.
Yep.
Which means whenever there is an emergency in the country, like nuclear war or something, it sends a message out to everybody's mobile phones and it bypasses
Those
all
would
of
be-
the silence.
Those would be affected.
Oh, those would be affected,
Yes,
not everybody.
We've got it because we're in the path of Storm Dara.
Deviant,
Yeah.
Daria.
And we were about to go live, and suddenly all of our phones started making very, very strong noise. So you guys have got to get home
We've got to get
while
home.
you still can.
Yeah.
So the storm's gonna hit about 3 a.m.
We'll be okay.
You'll be wrapped up in bed.
We're heading off
Can we
now.
get some extra dedication points, please?
I think so. I think so. Risking life and limb.
Yeah. Have to come
Yeah.
here and give all 3 of you a spanking.
Yeah. Cool. Right. Thank you to you 3 for joining me today.
Fantastic. No,
Thank you to
totally
everybody for
enjoyed it.
watching, and we'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.